Hello everyone, this is Brandon Leon with SunCal Real Estate Group. I'm here with Zack Finley of Finley Pest Services, and I wanted you to get a chance to meet Zack and learn a little bit more about him and his business. And I use him exclusively. He does a great job on all the pest reports, and I just wanted him to talk a little bit more about what he does. So first of all, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And so tell me, how did you even get into the pest world?
So very interesting. A lot of my family owned Century 21s down in Southern California, and my mom met my stepdad who owned a termite company down there in 1995. And so I've been in this business for almost 20 years, believe it or not.
Wow.
And my uncle now owns a termite company down in Temecula, my stepdad down in Ventura, and so I moved up here in Sacramento in 2004, and I have been doing it ever since.
So it's in the bloodline.
It's in the bloodline, yeah.
Good stuff. So is this your first company that you've owned?
No, so actually I moved up here and started a company called Twin Termite back in 2007, and then ventured a split with my brother back in 2010, and then was working over at a company called North American Home Services for about 4 years. As the VP of Sales and Marketing over there, and decided, you know what, it was time to just get back to my roots and what I like doing. I like going out and doing the inspections and being there in front of the consumers.
And that's what I appreciate. There's not a day that goes by that he's not out there doing the inspections himself, and I think that's kind of where his passion lies in, that he wants to be, you know, even being the owner of the business, he wants to be involved firsthand, and I really appreciate that, and I know that you would too. So can you tell me a little bit about what the pest inspection covers?
Yeah, so really what it is, it's a WDO report. It's a wood destroying organism report. We're looking for fungus, we're looking for dry rot, and we're also looking for termites, subterranean termites, drywood termites, and beetles. We're looking for water stains, plumbing leaks, anything that may cause some damage to the property is what we want to go look. We'll probe everything that's accessible. Any of the second story eaves, a visual inspection is performed, but we can catch almost everything that's going wrong with that property as far as related to the wood destroying organisms of it.
So then what's the next step after you do that inspection?
So what we'll do is we'll come out and perform an inspection. We'll generate a report, usually about a 24-hour turnaround, get you a report. In that report, you're going to have a finding and a recommendation to correct that finding, and then also a price for those. So each report you can just kind of look through, and you can see all the Section 1 items, all the Section 2 items, all the stuff that we found with the price associated to each one. What I really enjoy and like, keeping it small and simple and locally owned and operated, is that we can keep our price down. So I think a lot of times the competitors, the big guys out there, their price is usually we're about 15%, 20% cheaper, and we can get out there and take care of those repairs for the consumer, ultimately issuing a Section 1 or Section 2 termite clearance, and that's what most lenders want when you're going through a real estate transaction.
Right. And no, that's definitely all good information. I think that's, those of you that know me, I call it a unique ability. I think that's what makes his company unique, is that they're able to keep the overhead down. He's firsthand, always out at properties, and then they have a lower overhead because he keeps his crews small and is able to do a lot for my clients and build their relationships, which I think is important. So give me an example of the types of pest reports you do. Like who can you help?
So 99% of our stuff is all residential. We go out there in single family residential homes. We can do duplexes and fourplexes, but most of it's just single family residential homes. We get out and then perform the inspections for. So, and we work with either the listing agent, sometimes the buyer's agent, sometimes we have the agents refer to their clients, and the clients call us directly. So pretty much anybody who's needing going through a real estate transaction on a single family residential home is where we can really go in and help out.
Perfect. So let's say that somebody wanted to call you to schedule a pest inspection. How would they do that? Yeah,
so you could simply call our office. It's 916-741-BUGS, and that's 741-2847, and they could get a hold of the office there. And if anybody has any questions or concerns specific to what we're doing, you could always call me directly, and my cell phone number is 916-833-3239. But like I said, if you just call on the schedule and get some work performed or the inspection performed, call the office 741-2847.
Perfect. That was great information, and I hope you choose to work with Zack Finley and his team. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.